Hi, let's start our visitor or vendor safety orientation. Let's start with emergency contact list in case if any emergency happens. This emergency contact list should only be contacted when necessary and during all emergency situations. Let's move on to our safety and health policy. This is our company environment, health, safety, and quality policy. For compliance, this is our EHSS organization chart. Next is safety and health requirements. Firstly is the work permit. All contractor who involved in high-risk activities must obtain the appropriate work permit. High-risk activities include hot work operations, confined space operations, lifting, and also working at height. This is the example of safe work permit. For example, when working at height, contractors' employees shall not at any time work at height without the use of fall protection. Let's move to Unsafe Act and Unsafe Condition. Unsafe Act is when a person does their own action that can cause an injury and damage, while unsafe condition is a situation itself that can cause an injury or illness. This is the examples of Unsafe Act and Unsafe Conditions. Moving on to PPE requirements. What is PPE? PPE is a personal protective equipment that must be worn correctly and suitably. All contractors shall wear necessary required PPE and all equipment shall be inspected before use. This is the examples of PPE. Firstly, is the earmuff to protect the ears and our hearing. Next, we have safety boots as leg protection, also safety gloves for hand protection, and hard hats or safety helmets for head protection. Besides, are the safety vests, safety glass, respirator, and body coverall. This is the method on how to wear the PPE, earplugs, and safety helmets correctly. Next, moving on to working at height such as using the movable platforms. Don't do the Unsafe Act especially when you're using scaffolding. For movable equipments, it's not limited to only forklift. All movable equipments must be inspected in good condition. Besides, it's compulsory for all driver to have competency and authorized driving license. Most importantly, no passenger shall be carried on moving equipment to ensure safety. Next is about electrical safety. All electrical equipment must be in a good and safe working condition. This is especially in electrical wiring. All broken plugs and wires should be replaced and no overloaded extension. Let's move to hand tool safety. All hands and power tools must be checked for compliance before using it and must be maintained regularly. Tools should always be intact and must be unplugged when replacing parts and every time after use. Besides, ensure that the switch in good conditions and guards on all pulley areas. Moreover, is in the chemical management. The contractor must provide a list of used chemicals and aware about the chemicals SDS. Besides, all chemicals should properly labeled and stored and only can be brought on site with approval from EHS. Next is good housekeeping practices. Contractor is responsible for waste generated. It's by doing daily cleaning by cleaning work areas each time during and after tasks, especially to all the tools and equipment that must be returned to proper storage each time after use. Next is the handling of scheduled waste. Scheduled waste shall properly stored at designated area and marked with waste code. Nobody include contractor shall transported scheduled waste outside Mepsb, except licensed collectors who has license from DOE. In case of any spillage or accident of scheduled waste, contractors shall immediately take proper action to contain the scheduled waste. While for on-site management, materials should not obstruct the use of fire emergency facilities, and work area must be kept cleaning at all time. Let's move to emergency response plan. In case of fire, you need to break the glass to activate alarm during fire happens. Extinguish the fire, then evacuate and walk to reach the assembly area. Besides, call the Bomba or emergency contact list and give cooperation with Bomba. Okay, next is how to use fire extinguisher. Let's follow past method, which is pull, aim, squeeze and sweep. Pull the pin, aim at the fire, squeeze the handle and sweep the fire from side to side. Next is how to manage spill. If a volatile, flammable material is spilled, immediately warn everyone, control sources of ignition, and ventilate the area. How to handle it. Firstly, assess the situation and barricade the chemical spilled area. Secondly, identify the chemical and wear appropriate PPE. Thirdly, contain the chemical spill using the absorbent socks. Next, apply absorbent materials to soak up the chemical. Then stop the spread of chemical and clean up the spill. Dispose the waste properly and decontaminate the area. In case of emergency, use the emergency shower and eye wash, especially when there's splash to your body or if you have any chemical contact with eyes. Let's move to emergency evacuation. Once evacuation been initiated, keep calm and stop all work and evacuate to the nearest exit. Do not pick up personal belongings or hiding in any place. Once get outside of the building, go directly to assembly area and register your attendance. This is the evacuation route and emergency assembly area. If any case of emergency, feel free to contact this emergency contact number. Thank you for watching.